From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, December 29th, 2016. Silver is trading at $16.04 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,145 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 2.1 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $977. Antiwar.com reports an airstrike carried out by an as-yet unidentified force targeted a village in eastern Syria's Deir ez-Zor province, killing at least 22 civilians, including 10 children, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. Though several nations are conducting airstrikes across Syria at any given time, the U.S.-led coalition is the primary force carrying out most of the strikes in that province, a territory largely held by the Islamic State. That means the U.S. is most likely to have carried out this particular strike. The territory within the Islamic State in Syria is mostly limited to the nation's east, including the Deir ez-Zor province, the area around Palmyra, and much of the Raqqa province. They also control the city of Al-Bab, which is being contested by the Turkish military at present. The Islamic State is fighting on several different fronts, with Syria and Russia's near-term efforts being to recover Palmyra. Turkey is targeting Al-Bab, and the U.S.-backed Kurds are going after Raqqa. The U.S. coalition is also targeting the Islamic State elsewhere with airstrikes, including in Iraq and in the Deir ez-Zor province. When you hear the word lobbyist, you probably think about greedy corporations, but not all lobbyists are the same. Some are fighting for the freedoms you hold dear. Liberty Lobby LLC is doing just that in New Hampshire, working hard to represent you, not some special interest group. You can help by going to libertylobby.info, where your contribution will give us the tools we need to ensure that your voice is heard. Visit libertylobby.info today to find out more. UPI reports Amazon is refusing to provide information to an Arkansas prosecutor from a murder suspect's Amazon Echo smart speaker. Benton County prosecuting attorney Nathan Smith has issued a warrant to Amazon to turn over audio and other records from the Echo, which answers users' questions, plays music, reads news, and connects to other smart devices. Smith wants to determine whether it contains information on how former Georgia police officer Victor Collins was found dead in the hot tub of James Andrew Bates on November 22, 2015. Bates was charged earlier this year with first-degree murder and is free on $350,000 bond. Kimberly Weber, defense attorney for Bates, says the information released by Amazon would be an invasion of his client's privacy. Weber told NBC News, "It is disconcerting for me as a defense attorney to know that we are purchasing these wonderful items to help us in our home, to help us in the quality of our life, and then they can turn around and be used against us to charge us with crimes." Amazon agrees with Weber and said in a statement, Amazon will not release customer information without a valid and binding legal document properly served on us. Amazon objects to overbroad or otherwise inappropriate demands as a matter of course. Another smart device in the home could hurt the Arkansas man's case. It showed someone had used 140 gallons of water between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. in his home. Prosecutors contend Bates used a garden hose to spray down the back patio area from the blood. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports Massachusetts lawmakers on Wednesday pushed through a surprise 6-month delay in the retail sale of cannabis for recreational use, saying they need more time to tinker with the legalization measure that voters approved last month. Meeting during a holiday-shortened week, the state's House and Senate voted to push back the licensing of cannabis shops from January 1st, 2018 until July 1st of 2018, according to a copy of the legislation posted online. The delay frustrated those who championed a November 8th ballot measure easily approved by voters to allow the use of cannabis by adults over 21 in private places. Personal possession, use, and cultivation became legal on December 15th, and Wednesday's legislation does not change that. Hanging over all of the states is what action President-elect Donald Trump will take after he is sworn in on January 20th. Cannabis remains illegal under federal law, and legalization by the states has occurred only because of the blessing of the outgoing Obama administration. Massachusetts Senate President Stan Rosenberg cited public health and safety as reasons for the delay in retail sales. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.